Let's face it, not all inventors are rich serial entrepreneurs. The Patent Office gets it and has established a free program for underfunded patent seekers. This program may be perfect for many student inventors and first-timers who just don't have the financial resources to hire a patent attorney and get a patent. It's called the United States Patent and Trademark Office Pro Bono Program, and we're going to break it down in this video. Hi, my name is Carr Ferrell. I'm a Silicon Valley patent attorney. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, let's start with the basics. Exactly what is the USPTO Pro Bono program? It's a program established by the United States Patent and Trademark Office to support under-resourced inventors and small businesses who have inventions and would like to file patent applications that they might not otherwise be able to afford. The purpose of the program is to ensure that the lack of resources doesn't prevent great ideas from becoming patented innovations. So how does the Pro Bono program work? Well, if you're interested in filing a patent application in the Pro Bono program, the first thing that you need to do is to apply. Once you've determined that you meet the financial eligibility for the program, and I'll get to that in just a minute, you prepare and submit an application, and the program administrator will make an assessment of your application and determine whether you're eligible. Eligibility is determined based on both meeting the criteria of financial eligibility, but also based on the merit of your invention. Once your application is reviewed and accepted, this is where the cool part begins. You'll actually be matched with a licensed patent attorney who will then help you prepare and file your patent application. These patent attorneys have agreed to donate their time and help guide inventors through the entire patent process. It's an amazing contribution by the patent bar in assisting inventors who otherwise would not have the resources to get patents on their inventions. Now let me emphasize that if you enter the program, although the attorney time is donated by the attorneys, the patent office fees are still paid for by the inventor. The good news is, though, that because of the financial eligibility requirements for being in the program to begin with, the patent fees paid by the inventor are in the lowest microentity category. All right, now let's talk about eligibility. There are two eligibility requirements for the program. Number one, you must meet the financial eligibility for the program. And number two, you must have a patentable invention. First, let's talk about financial need. Financial need is normally defined based on 300% of the poverty level in the United States. Currently, the federal poverty level is just under $13,000 per year. So 300% of $13,000 would be approximately $40,000. Now, the criteria varies slightly among the different regions. For example, I understand that Michigan and Alabama, instead of using the 300% criteria, use 200% of the federal poverty level in determining the eligibility for the Pro Bono program. Next is the patentability of your invention. Fortunately, the criteria used for determining patentability for the program are the same criteria that the Patent Office uses in examining the invention. That is, the invention must be new, it must be useful, and it must be non-obvious. Now, I've described the requirements for patentability in others of my videos, but for purposes of this video, suffice it to say that new means that you were the true inventor, that the invention wasn't known before, and that as to your invention, it hasn't been publicized or in public use or on sale more than 1 year prior to the filing of this prospective patent application. The usefulness requirement is pretty simple. It just needs to be a useful invention. The bar for utility is not so high. If the invention has utility, then the usefulness requirement is probably met. The third requirement of non-obviousness is a little more squishy to define. It just means that one of ordinary skill in the art would not find that your invention is obvious given what's gone before. Now, with these three requirements met, the Pro Bono Patent Program will match you with a patent attorney who will help you navigate the process of patent application. Okay, you've met the eligibility requirements for the Pro Bono program. Now what? How do you apply? Well, the first step in the application process is to go to the uspto.gov website and find the Patent Pro Bono program, and you should stumble across a map of the United States. On this map of the United States, there'll be selectable regions, and you choose the region that corresponds to your geographical location. Click on your region in the map and you'll go to a separate website that corresponds to the program in your area. For example, I'm in California, so if I select California, I'll be directed to the California Lawyers for the Arts. This is the group that manages the Patent Pro Bono program. Now, as the website's currently configured for California, I'll have the option of selecting a non-patent issue or a patent application issue. Selecting the patent choice, I'm directed to a series of questions, of affirmations and declarations about my status, my financial status, and my eligibility for joining the program. There's 2 pages or so of these declarations that I'll need to check boxes for until finally I end up at the application page where I can begin to enter my name, address, phone number, and information about my invention. Now, I won't go into a lot of detail here because each of the regions have different application forms. Now, here's a pro tip just to reduce frustration. Once you get to the point in the application where you need to start submitting documents, you should stop for a moment and just scan through the application and see what documents you're going to need. Save your application and then go pull the documents together and then come back and complete the application from where you left off. It's important to take your time. Don't get too frustrated, and if you need to take a break, save your work. Eventually you'll be able to work your way through the application, and assuming you meet all the criteria, you'll be eligible to join the Patent Pro Bono program. Once you get matched, that first conversation will probably happen either by telephone or by a video conference, either a Zoom or a Teams conference or a Google Meetup of some kind. This will be a chance for you to explain your invention, and your attorney can give you instructions on the next steps in putting your patent application together. Okay, with that, you're well on your way to patent pending and to being a patented inventor. Once again, the process begins at the USPTO website. It's uspto.gov/pro bono. And let me just add here on behalf of the US Patent Bar that randomly calling patent attorneys and asking for a free patent is probably not going to get you off to an efficient start. If you want to apply to the USPTO Pro Bono program, do it at the Patent Office. That's the place you get started. Okay, that's really all I have to say today about the USPTO Pro Bono program. I'm super proud of all of the US patent practitioners who donate their time to making this program possible. If you think you might be eligible, check out the program. In the meantime, I'll see you on the next video.